This is going to be a video where we take all 20 of the teams in the Premier League and we just throw a player in there that we think would fit well in that team and would help fix that team. It's more or less not too realistic, but it's also a thing where it's realistic in the sense to where it would make sense for that player to go to that team. Either they get playing time or to move up a level. Also to note, some of these, like from my list, has players going from one Premier League team to another. It's like, it's not saying like this team, obviously there's players that are valuable to those teams. So in that scenario, we're not saying like they're going to get replaced or anything like that. We're just like they would fit there better. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's not like much of like, oh, who's going to replace them then? It's like that argument is like, there's no need of that.
We're not worried about that.
Yeah, we're not worried about any of that. Okay. Right. So we're going to take the best fits that we think would help out each team in the Premier League team or in the Premier League. So all 20, we're going to go alphabetical order. But before we start that, hit that goddamn like button and subscribe. Let's do this. Okay. Let's keep moving. We are moving to Everton. I've gone with another Bundesliga guy. He is from Hoffenheim, Joe Linton. 5 goals, 5 assists in 18 games. Guy that plays up on the right. I feel like that's where they probably need a more solid player there. Because I think they started Davis there this past game. And I think it would just benefit them more. Yeah, just a guy that is... I mean, he's somewhat crucial for Hoffenheim. I think him and Nelson, who's on loan from Arsenal, have been like in and out of the club or in that starting right spot. So I would go with him.
In Everton, I have Edin Dzeko. I think that Everton could benefit from having an established striker in their lineup again. Basically ever since not that I would say Lukaku was ever like an established striker. Well, I mean, he was really young. I mean, he still is at United, but I think they would benefit from that. I think Dzeko would be available somewhat on the cheap, him being like in his early 30s now. Roma in danger of missing the Champions League, and I think they would have to purge a little bit of their payroll if they were not to have that Champions League money anymore. Which is why I think I probably have like 3 or 4 Roma players in this list. So yeah, I think I went with Dzeko on this one, and I think that I personally, just because of his history at Manchester City, feel that he's always been undervalued. That like he was a better striker than most people are aware of. Like if you look and he's proven it at multiple leagues. Like he did really well at Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga, got his move to City, was overshadowed by Aguero, but nearly equally as productive as Aguero was. And then moved to Roma and set the goal scoring record for a single season in Roma. So like I think he's a proven goal scorer in multiple types of teams and in multiple leagues.
I think that's a good pick too. I would go for that one.